Hi, welcome back to my second video on Sosnovka. On the last video I started harvesting this field. I've nearly come to an end with it now, so once we've come to an end with this one, we'll just get that seeder finished up. That seeder actually caught me up with the harvester. It's quite fast actually. I heard once that I think that seeder held a world record for the speed that it can actually seed in real life. I don't know much of the actual truth of that matter or not, but supposedly it does, which is quite amazing, and it's great that it's in the game. So anyway, we're nearly at the end here, so let's just sit back and enjoy. It always makes me laugh to actually see the little farmer guy in the tractor. He looks happy as Larry in his muddy tractor. Right, we're at the end now, so if I go over to that seeder and let's set the farmer off in there. And he's going now, look. So now I need to go back to this harvester here. And I'm going to drive him to, I think, field 14, and then I think I'll do 19. I think that'll be a good way of doing it. I'm just going to fold the header whilst I make my way through. Right, here's number 14 on my right here. So fold that header. This is one of the fields that you start with on the map. I have thought about maybe getting the plough out and making that a little bit bigger, but I don't know. It's just more time in the game to spend. But hey ho. Right, now I'm going to go get the trailer. One thing that does annoy me on the PS4 is that with this game is that you have to cycle through every tractor or lorry, piece of machinery that you've got to get to the one that you want to. The only other way of doing it is to jump out and walk over to the other one, which is quite frustrating. It would be great if you could just come to some kind of an option menu and select, say, tractor number 1 from a sub menu and go from there. I think you can do that on a PC, possibly if you've had one of the mods fitted, which is great. Right, let's just hire that worker in there, jump back into the tractor, sorry, the lorry, and follow this and carry on. One good thing is I can refer back to this map view here. If you look at field 11, you can see a little steering wheel. I've always wondered actually whether that is a steering wheel or just a wheel of a vehicle, but I think it looks more like a steering wheel. I think it's meant to be a steering wheel, but I can refer back to that and see how that other seeder's getting on in there. So when he's done, I can move him back round to field 14, then I can get the first slicer on the go in field 11. Right, so that's the end here. One other thing that I've noticed about this New Holland forage harvester is that with the Big X harvester, which is, let's have a quick look here, this one, the Krone Big X 1100, it is rather expensive. It has a slightly bigger header, not much bigger at all, but the problem I found with that was, whoops, but whilst I was into this situation here where it was turning, I get to an awkward position and it would stop, and you'd have to be in a really precise position with the trailer in order to continue the worker to keep going, but this one seems so much easier to use. I don't know whether it's because that head is that little tiny bit smaller, I don't know, but it certainly makes a difference. But anyway, it's all good fun. One other challenge as well, which I found a little bit more on this farm comparing with Westbridge Hills and Bjornholm, is a lot of the fields are angled, so you can try and use the plough to straighten up the field a bit. Or one thing that I found is if you're hiring a worker and you start on the wider part of the field and you work to the narrower part, the worker often just stops like he's got to the end of the field, which is quite frustrating. So I have found if you want to set up a worker, if you start him in the narrower end of the field and he works to the wider end, he enables to complete the field without stopping, which is a lot better. Right, I've got a full trailer now, so I'm just going to move off to the biogas plants now. Only reason is that I've actually filled my silo here. Well, actually, I tell a lie. I was getting close to filling it, and I think I must have accidentally pressed the blanket silo button. So I blanketed it a little bit earlier than what I wanted, but never mind. I think we'll have enough silage there once it's been turned into silage. I do honestly think that they've done a really nice job with this map. I think the this water effect looks quite good. Some nice bright colours, nice and some real nice scenery there. But anyway, let's keep moving on. It would be like, these mirrors, I don't know. Some of the machines, they're better than others, but they're not too bad in this, I guess. But I don't know. I'd like to just be able to drive and use them a little bit more, or maybe if you were able to move the mirrors, that would be really good. Then you could actually put them exactly where you wanted to. But I don't know. Right, I think we're all clear after him. Oh, he's gone that way, so that's great. Okay, in we go. Well, this is the biogas plant. We've got slurry over there, and this bin on the right is once we've turned the chaff into silage, we can dump it in there using some kind of digger of your choice. See, they're at 19%, so we can blanket. You can blanket over 12%, but I want to fill these all the way up. So let's start unloading. Open the cover, unload. Now what I've done is I've found that I've put the cruise control to 9 miles per hour. And that seems to be just about the right speed to get to the end for when it's emptied the load. See, that's perfect. Then I'll get a nice even load all the way across. So I can now reverse back and forwards until the compacting is back at 100%. Seems to take a little bit longer with this. I think it's earlier I was having a go in the whoa, a little bit fast there. I was having to go at doing it in the forage harvester itself, which didn't take that long, to be honest. It's alright. I think as long as you do it on every drop, it doesn't take too long then, and doesn't get too laborious. Okay, that's 100%. Let's go back now. So what I'll do is set my cruise control again. I've noticed there's been a lot of mixed reviews about this new Sosnovka Gold add-on pack for the farming simulator, but you know, I can see what people are saying about some of the machinery not being quite up to scratch, or what people might have wanted to expect. I can understand it, but I think on balance they've done a European map. I think the map is really nice, to be honest. Some nice touches. Certainly sets it apart from the others, from the other two which are in the game. I mean, I must admit, I'm still using the one of the tractors that you get at the beginning. Which one is that? That's the... Let's have a look here. This one here. But all I'm using that for is just to spray the fields. It's a little bit underpowered, really. There's not much power there, so I think as soon as I upgrade to the other sprayer, because there's a nice sprayer which is called this one here, the Pantera 452 for 245,000, which I will be getting, because when I used to play this on the PS3 we didn't have that one, but it's in this game, so I'll be using that and getting rid of the other tractor, which is a good idea. Right, well, I think that'll be the end of this little video, and we will come back again, and once I've done all of this forage harvesting, because I've got fields, the end of this one to do, 15, 20 and number 19, 23, 25, 28. All of the fields on the right hand side from 29 all the way up to 6 in the northeast corner I've all turned into grass so I can make hay. So once I've got all of these ones done, and I'll be on to something else, and I'll make another video, or I might just make a small one towards the end just to sum up how it all went. Well, thanks for listening, and if you see me again, well, please don't forget to subscribe.